morning, and thanks for joining me once again on Slot Valley Racing's podcast. I want to thank you for joining me today. After the weekend I had, slot car wise, oh my gosh, I just had to share it. I'm sure you guys are really going to like what I have to say. I'm pretty excited to talk about all the heavy slot car action going on this weekend. So, without further ado, I want to thank you all for being here. Let's get into this. First off, let's talk about the ISRA 2023 Worlds at Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our friend Mayor was kind enough to be there and do some live filming while the rest of us watched it at home and totally enjoyed coverage. Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate that, and I'm sure the slot car community appreciates the up-close look you've given us. Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have done it without you, that's for sure. But if you were watching the live stream itself, that's been hosted by the ISRA. If you were like me, your whole weekend was full of buzzing. I love watching these cars. These cars move, and this is really cool. These are the best drivers in the world, and this is what it's all about. When you talk about slot cars and driving slot cars, at the end of the day, we could build 1 million tracks, but this is where you ideally want to be standing. It would be cool to be one of these drivers. Absolutely fantastic. I certainly would love to be one. But hey, we all can't be these. So we enjoy our hobby. And like I said, you put the effort in, you get out the same effort. So if you're working hard on your hobby, then you're going to probably enjoy it more than the guy who's tripping over his cars that aren't working, his track that doesn't work correctly, dirty cars, dirty track, just poor running conditions. Now, in our community lately, there's been a whole bunch of new creators, and I just want to give a super quick shout out to a couple of them. Chris at Southern Slot Racing, fantastic brother. You've been doing some really good work lately. Keep it up. Very impressive. Matt at Patriot Hobbies. Guys, you got to check out Matt's stuff. He's got a whole other way of looking at HO, and it's absolutely fantastic. Plus, he's got that killer 4-lane track. And then I'd like to say thank you, Adam. If you guys weren't sure why I was so incredibly busy, you say, oh, well, you could have had that on in the background. Well, that was on in the background, the ISRA, because essentially it still is on in the background. Another creator, Adam Hurt, was kind enough to live feed from Richfield. Absolutely fantastic. Richfield is the Richfield that's south of Cleveland. Fantastic, Adam. Thank you very much. Your coverage is amazing. PTT did a fantastic job of, like I always say, I'll be the first to say, and I certainly said it quite a bit, the room looked like the slot car mecca of all the entire world. That's all I have to say. Fantastic job, PTT. Absolutely amazing. When I see the live feed and see all of those absolutely fantastic cars and tracks, wow, I'm absolutely serious when I say that would definitely be my mecca. If I walked into that room and seen all those slots like that, I'm literally serious. My wife would have to drag me out, probably by my hair, and I would be throwing a tantrum the whole way while I'm throwing money at the table with all the slot cars and sets. Fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic. Brian and his crew did a really great job. And once again, Adam was there, of course, helping out. He's always got good information on what's coming up, so it's kind of nice to have Adam in our community as well. Thank you, Adam. Once again, I appreciate that. So that was my creator look. Guys, I hope you appreciate that, and I hope you check out and definitely subscribe to these fine creators that I've just mentioned. And please, always check out your local HO. I can't say it enough. If you're bored, check out somebody you haven't seen before. Here's somebody new. Why don't you go check out Murder Valley Racing? Murder Valley Racing, he's from across the pond, and he absolutely has a fantastic show going on. He does tons of tech, and if that's what you're after, or you're following what he's doing right now, and by the way, he does lots of hopping up of 4 gears, so I do have this contest called the 4-Gear Challenge, and I can tell you this much: you're going to need all the help you can get, because we got a good lineup. So the challenge is you just take your regular Auto World, has to be Auto World, 4-gear chassis, and hop it up. Then all you have to do is have a time faster than everybody else. And I have a Slot Dragon timing system. So, if you're interested in that, you can get a hold of me, or you can check out all the videos I have in relation to that. So, Adam, I want to say thank you very much. Now, the other busy part of my weekend. I did a crossover with Conquest Racing. I went and said hi to Rahul and Danny and George. George is from Area 51, and Danny's from Dick's Slot Car Garage. So we had a good conversation. It was really nice to get all the HO people together, and then to go visit the larger scale. Now, what we had last night, regardless that Rahul does mostly larger scale and I do mostly smaller scale, what we had last night was a slot car conversation. And it was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so blown away at how the night went with Rahul and visiting the guys. Like I said, we had a slot car conversation last night. Scale was not an issue. It was a great conversation. We all met some new people, and we're going to definitely keep this going. And I can say definitely because Rahul from Conquest Racing will be joining me on Thursday nights live. Yep, Thursday night, we're getting at her again, and I have a new topic. This time, it's a yes or a no night. On that night, how it'll go is I'll ask questions, and our panel will yes it or no it. And you guys in the comments are getting to be a part of this one as well. So if you feel like you're never being heard in comments, tonight's your night. Or pardon me, that night, Thursday will be your night. Because everybody gets to vote. So I'll ask a question like, do you think this car is mounted incorrectly? And you're simply going to raise, if you're in the comments, you're going to type in yes or no, obviously. And for us, we're just going to raise a piece of paper that says yes or no. And I'm going to go through a bevy of questions. Some of them are going to seem silly, but that's the fun of it. But at least everybody gets to participate. The whole thing for me is when I first started my channel, I wanted everyone to be all together so that everyone knows who everybody is. If you come to my site, I would hope that you would know the people that are around me in the room. And if not, I would at least hope that you would subscribe to them. Because for one, it's absolutely free. And like Scott, I do offer the 100% money back guarantee. I want to thank Rahul at Conquest Racing. Thanks. I also want to thank, once again, I want to thank George at Area 51. I want to thank Danny at Dick's Slot Car Garage. Guys, absolutely fantastic. I can't wait till Thursday. I seriously can't wait. This was awesome. Now, for those of you who were with us last night and caught that absolutely fantastic show, you all know I jumped right over to my live at 7:15, and we started one kick-ass show. Ladies and gentlemen, that was easily my biggest show so far, and I want to thank you all for being part of it. At one point in my show, we actually had 56 people live, and blown away. Totally blown away. So I want to thank our community for gathering up these Mondays and Thursday nights. This is exactly when I say I'm going to grow HO and I'm taking everybody with me, this is exactly what I mean. HO was slipping, but I don't think so anymore. I think the escalator is definitely moving upwards now instead of downwards on the HO. And I definitely think that all these new creators are absolutely fantastic. This is exactly what everybody needs. Our hobby needs a refurbishment right now, and I'm sure you'll all agree with me. And all of these creators right now that I have on my show, these are new. Some of them are new creators, and the reason why I have them on my show is because there are so many new people to HO that it's absolutely fantastic that they get to learn along the way with our new creators as well. So to the new creators out there, fantastic. To everybody who's joining or finding HO again or for the first time, I'd like to be the first to say, and certainly not the only one, to say welcome. You found your home. Now it's time to have fun. I want you to smile the way I smile when I talk about HO slot cars. Or just slot cars in general for that matter. Man, I was so happy last night. I was totally crazy. I thought I was going to lose my mind. It couldn't have been true. It was awesome. So, and of course on my live feed we talked about track placement and what people preferred. And it really seems like in our room, of course, it was mostly people who preferred to buy the largest set available. And of course that's the Super International by AFX. But not exclusively. Of course, Scott had his track that had some really interesting stuff on it, and that's the reason why Scott was on last night. Plus, Scott, if you didn't know, is the brand new recipient of 1,000 subscribers. So to Scott, once again, can't say it enough, brother. Welcome, man. Welcome to the 1,000 subscriber club. Absolutely fantastic. Yep. There was not a live stream that wasn't playing slot car in my house somewhere. And at one point, I had 3 screens live streaming 3 slot car events all at once. Absolutely fantastic. That's the kind of weekend I want to have. Really exhausting, but super fun. So for everyone who listened to this podcast, I hope I had something to say that you wanted to hear. I hope that it was entertaining, or at least maybe educational. At the end of the day, I'm super happy that our slot car community is moving in the direction that it is. I'm totally blown away at all the new creators and all you guys. Once again, I want to thank you. And I'm absolutely out of sight about the support this channel's been getting lately. And hey, let me be the first to say, and of course it's my channel, I should be the first to say, thank you all. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you. From all of us here at Slot Valley Racing, don't forget, get your heart racing.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep. You want to go do
Slot cars in the garage?
Yep.